therapist works in various settings. We work as part of a team as well in the school setting with a special education. When we work with the pediatric population, we might be looking at their milestones and what have they achieved and where should they be, where some kids might be starting to roll and might need a little bit of help with that milestone. They might be starting to sit and they would work on those muscles that help them to sit up independently, learning to crawl, learning to feed themselves, learning to play. Play is a big part of occupational therapy in pediatrics. A functional skill can be something that they need to do in their daily life. For example, learn to feed themselves. At 1 year old, they're self-feeding, finger feeding, and then later they're going to use utensils. So they're going to have to use forks, spoons, knives. So those are functional skills. Toileting is a functional skill. They're going to need to learn to zip and unzip, button, unbutton. So those are all fine motor related. And getting themselves dressed, getting themselves up in the morning, following a routine. Another functional skill in the classroom might be taking notes, learning to color or cut or glue, all of those things that are required in a classroom. Handwriting is one of the biggest things that referrals come to us when kids are having difficulties in that area, because it's such a huge part of their school day. So we evaluate their fine motor skills and their visual perceptual skills to see that the child is able to coordinate eye and hand together to produce writing. So writing is absolutely a huge part of it. And again, it involves eye-hand coordination and visual perceptual skills to accomplish that task. Sensory integration is the ability of a person, or in this case, a child, to integrate everything that's in their environment that is sensory related. So that can be auditory. Is the child able to filter out external information in order to pay attention to what is really important? And that would be what the teacher is saying. Can they filter out that background noise, or are they processing it all at the same time with the same attention? It can be visual. So is the child able to process all the visual stimuli that's in their environment? Do they need to touch everything, or are they avoiding touch? Are they not able to participate in those finger painting activities because they're avoiding that? So anything that is in our environment that we need to respond to with a certain importance to that to make it successful. And we do overlap in some areas for sure. So a physical therapist in, say, a school environment is going to work on mobility, making sure that child can walk up the stairs if there are stairs, making sure they have access to the play area. And so they focus more on physical mobility, whereas occupational therapy will focus more on those ADLs and IADLs, so those activities of daily living and independent activities of daily living. So, we are absolutely aware that parents are the experts in their children, and our job is to guide them, to help them reach those milestones. So you're very welcome.